for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee!
Oh, Esperanza, Vence, and her quick hits tarot, she nailed today.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. And Ozzy died.
Yeah, he did. But she was talking about as far as the water signs and stuff today, that those people needing extra support. And that sort of prepared me. So, Esperanza, thank you. Mm-hmm. Your work is very appreciated and needed right now. Mm-hmm. Because had youngest kid that got in touch with me, he was having a rough night when he went into work, and then he calls about 1:30 that he had locked his keys in his car.
Yeah.
And it's like, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, but it's like, I understand that you had to get up at 5.
No, I got up at 4.
Or 4 in the morning.
I was on the road at 4:30.
And the fact I did not get out until
6.
Yeah.
That happens too, because we don't have control. We can have control over certain things. And again, that's the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Every day. And Robert Phoenix, on his, because I had, I slept most of the day on and off. He was talking about today just feeling really heavy and sorrowful. And this was before Ozzy had passed. Mm-hmm. And almost like this lamenting of, it's sort of the changing of the guard. And that's the message I've been getting for a long time now. Yeah, because people age. And this being birthday week, I definitely, it makes you very reflective. Mm-hmm. I have a tendency to do that anyhow, because I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
But with Ozzy, God love him, and the media frenzy right now is, if you back off from it and just observe, it's incredible.
I should have bought that damn doll while I could.
Oh, Lord. And see, the thing is, I was a kid when Elvis died. And that was unexpected. And the frenzy that was surrounding that, so like that there would never be another Elvis record. I mean, it was crazy.
And there was never another Elvis.
No, I mean as far as printed.
Oh, well, shit, reproductions. Those ain't the same.
Well, is it?
No, those ain't the same. Those ain't the same. Those are compilations at those point.
No, they've got... that you can go back and get original recordings. I mean, yeah, they're digitized because it's very difficult to find actual records anymore. Mm-hmm. Even those are making a comeback because there's a time and a season for all things. But it's incredible. I mean, I started listening to Ozzy when I was in high school.
Which is fucking awesome.
And it's like...
that is total...
Yeah, I mean, my God. Diary of a Madman was just... Yeah. That one and just Blizzard of Oz. Mm-hmm. And to sit... That was back when you did have vinyl. I had vinyl. So you had the album cover, and it had the liner with the notes. And my God, I think that is when everything shrank. That was one of the worst things, because you lost all that cover art and you lost those album liners.
Yeah.
And some of those things were wondrous.
Well, that's why vinyl came back. With a vengeance.
But to sit there and read the lyrics. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, all they know is, Crazy Train. That's
going off the rails on a crazy train.
But this man had just a volume of work that was huge. I mean, I saw him like 3 times in concert, I think. he put on a hell of a show.
I was hoping I would get to see him at least once before he died.
No.
I was hoping he would stick. I
No,
think that's what it was. People were hoping that he would stick out just a little bit longer.
No. I mean, it's just not feasible.
Yeah, I know, but he had a really good run.
He did.
And he has a legacy.
Yeah. But it's so funny.
There is so much media to consume of the Osbournes. It is incredible.
Yeah, well, one of the interesting things he was talking about some of these church people. Now, there's a difference between church people and people that try to follow Christ. It's all, never assume it's synonymous, because it's not. About how that they had just hounded him, and that they never heard a thing he said. And that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just such an incredible thing. He was not a stupid man.
No.
And as far as the addiction issues, it's not the shock that Ozzy died. The shock is that he lived as long as he did.
That is, you know what? That is true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
And he had always given credit to Sharon, and he said that he would not have lived this long, as long as he did without her.
Yeah.
And it just, the man was burnt.
Yeah, he was burnt. But literally, he said in an interview that she saved his life.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you did mine too.
Right.
And he's like, what the fuck did I do? And that's going on about,
I think there was an humbleness about Ozzy that it just, from what I understand, he truly, to be a performer, that, and his fans and stuff like that was his world. That was his joy.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, I think that was one of the main things that shone through with him. When you went to a concert, it was him walking up and down the stage singing, because that's what you were there to see.
Yeah.
It wasn't all this elaborate whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You went to hear the music. And I don't think he ever truly got over Randy Rhoads dying, because he had this amazing connection with Randy Rhoads, who was the original guitarist on Diary of a Madman and a couple of other albums. I'm not doing a discography today. There's other people, everybody and their brother will be doing a deep dive on this.
Yeah.
But, he was truly his friend. And for his friend to get killed in a plane crash, there's a lot of rock musicians get plane crashes.
Ain't that
weird.
Suspicious?
Yeah, it's weird. But now Randy Rhoads was very unique, and I think that always, he had other wonderful guitarists. I think Zakk Wylde played for him for a while and different things like that. But it was always Ozzy's character. Mm-hmm. It was Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
And what is interesting, we see the legend from the music and the stage presence and the TV shows, because the Osbournes was fucking hilarious.
I love that show.
It was a great show.
See, that's the thing. The doll that I wanted, the Ozzy doll, it was based off of how he looked during that time of the show. And I'm like,
I tried to tell him not to get it caught up in all the merch hype right now, because everybody's going to jack the prices up on everything.
It's not that they're jacking the prices up. It's the fact that everybody snatches the shit up and then prices go up.
Yes, because it's this feeding frenzy right now, which I think is kind of grotesque. But anyhow, that's just me. You do you. But you had to have some kind of humility to allow the world in to see that level of sort of dysfunction.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was about the beer. Someone stole my beer.
Yeah. You do. That is just a classic clip. Somebody stole my beer.
Now, who would have stole your beer? It was you. You're the beer thief.
And he wanders back into the room. And we can't imagine, honestly, what his family went through while he was, as far as the substance abuse. Those of us that have had issues, we can tell stories that sound hilarious because we live to tell those stories.
Yeah.
But during that period of time of the using and stuff, it wasn't funny.
No, I'd say not. I'd say that it wasn't. I mean, that's a very scary thing to be going through.
Sure.
And
Sure.
it does take a toll on your body
Yeah.
and your health.
Oh, yeah. And another one, Keith Richards. My God, how is that man still walking about?
He looks
dried up.
I want to say he looks like one of those leather bags.
Or one of those little apple dolls, one of those Appalachian apple dolls. That
Yeah,
they,
he got stuck in the oven just a little bit.
well, they put them in like vinegar, dry, whatever it is, out, and it's just wrinkles.
No, it's leathery.
Well, whatever. And it's crazy. But Ozzy, I mean, there were very few that actually knew him as he was. Mm-hmm. Not the persona. I mean, that was part of it, but just Ozzy.
Well, that's why I watched the show.
But still, yet, it was a show. It had been edited. It had been everything. It was
Well, that's why I
presented
watched
to the public.
the podcast.
Yeah.
That was not as heavily edited. That was not.
No, it wasn't. But by that point, the decline had already started. And then you've got these people, again, there's a lot, anytime you've got somebody that is high profile that dials, there are, those that remain, it can drag the ugly out of people, and it just, I'm going to try to avoid a lot of it. And a lot of times it's people who never bothered to listen to his music. It's true.
Well, I mean, a lot of ignorance comes from, lack of knowledge.
Well, and
that
it's
is
just
what ignorance
and
is. It is the lack of knowledge, and thus you have preassumptions because you are what? Ignorant.
Yeah. But it's like
Of which those people are.
when he had wrecked an ATV and had screwed up his neck.
Oh shit.
There several years back, and then it was after that, as far as the development of the Parkinson's and different things. And you're going to hear every kind of theory. You're going to hear every kind of bullshit. And if you weed through there enough, you'll find the truth. But for somebody like Ozzy, it was all about his music.
Mm-hmm.
That was a representation of him.
It was his world.
Yeah, and the stories behind some of the songs. I remember watching something about Iron Man, there when he was with Black Sabbath and stuff. And it was basically written, it was almost like a cartoon or a sci-fi character.
That's what it sounds like.
And you've got all these people that are, it's like, oh, he's a devil worshiper. Where?
No. It literally...
He warned people, don't get involved in that.
Mm-hmm. But you listen to that song, Iron Man, and it literally sounds like you are listening to a comic book being played out. That he did nail that.
Sure.
I love that song, and I was listening to that song a couple of days ago, and then
yeah. But like I said, as far
I
as
should have bought the merch. Well, I could have.
People doing all this, well, he was a this and he was a that, and he's here and he's there and he's da 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 da. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, now that is, Robert Phoenix was talking about as far as noise. That is the type of noise. No, I don't need that kind of static.
What is
my
it?
life. As far as people pondering on some
the
of this
theories
stuff.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and some of these, honest to God. Now, folks, this is one of the reasons that I will say I do the best I can to follow Christ. I am not a church person. And one of the reasons that I am not a church person is because some of the most hateful, judgmental, shitty, small-minded comments are coming from some of those people. They're not representative of all of us.
And yeah, that's true.
And it just, things like this, it shows what's in somebody's heart. I loved Ozzy. I loved his music. Not every album was a banger, but my God, what a span of time that he had to make music, and so many of it was good. So much of it was good.
I mean, him and Alice Cooper were like top tier.
Oh yeah.
Did they ever collab?
No, not that I know of. I know that Alice Cooper did a song with Rob Zombie at some point. I don't know that he and Ozzy ever did. I'll have to go back and look. Somebody's probably in the listening going, yes, they did. They did. I'm not aware of it in this moment.
That would have been fucking kick-ass.
Well, it was performance art. The Ozzy, that was a character. Mm-hmm. It's just like Alice Cooper is a character.
Yeah.
His name is Vincent Fournier or something like that. Some French name that I can't pronounce. He plays golf, and now you talk about somebody that looks leathery. Yeah, he's that Arizona sun. He's leathery.
Yeah, that is true. Croissant.
But he, now he was very much more the stage show. Alice was always about the stage show.
Yeah, he was more of the actual theatrics.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, Ozzy was just Ozzy, and just
he would walk up and down the stage and sing.
Yeah, and it's like, God bless him. And it's prayers for his family right now, because even when you know that a death is coming, that doesn't make it easier when it really happens.
Yeah, it's not easy. Damn, I like literally, it's like I got the news and it's like I went into my room and I just sort of sat there and like,
it's a media frenzy.
I'm like, damn, now my chances of getting to see him in concert are definitely not happening.
And I purposely...
But he's performing up there in heaven, which is...
Well, he got to have that one final performance, a month or so ago? It's not been that long ago.
Yeah, no, it was not that long.
And that you were talking about how that they had him sort of strapped in the chair.
Yeah, he was buckled in.
They had to.
Yeah.
Because he would have fallen out. And I don't like open casket funerals, because I don't want to remember the person as they are when they're laying there. I want to remember them as they were when they were alive. And that was one of the reasons. I heard a snippet from the final concert, and I thought, yeah, no. And it just, but I'm glad he wanted to do that. That was for him, that he got to be there with Black Sabbath, and they had the ability to reconcile any of the differences that had happened back in the 70s or something like that. They let it go. Mm-hmm. And for them to be this group of guys there from the UK.
Yeah.
That did something that changed the world. Truly changed the world.
Yeah. I mean, it completely flipped stuff on its head.
Oh, yeah. Music and everything. It was just... that was some of the... Some people want to attribute the development of the genre called heavy metal to Led Zeppelin. But Ozzy and that group, it just... They took it to a different level. And how many have been inspired by them, and how many will be inspired by them.
Right. They did retweet, like a couple days ago, they retweeted this new... I mean, he's been around for a while. I just never really listened to him. His name is Youngblood. Mm-hmm. He's like he's like an emo singer type thing. But I'm wondering if by some chance, if that was like them sort of passing off the torch, be like, here.
Maybe. Well, it's just, there is a time and a season for all things. And that season is closing.
Yeah.
Bless it that it happened. Mm-hmm. Don't necessarily mourn that it's gone, but like I said, be grateful that it was. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'm so grateful that his music has influenced my life and will continue to influence my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
and just prayers for the family.
Sharon is
Oh, yeah.
just...
She's devastated. She's dead. But to sit there and watch him deteriorate day by day by day, that's harder. We've seen that.
Yeah.
And it's, to let them go, release them to where they're not sick anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, so that's our take on the passing of Ozzy.
Yep, 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 yep.
I don't know. I think I see things oddly.
Let his legacy live long.
Yeah, but as far as the feeding frenzy on the everything.
Oh, I'm getting that merch. I've been wanting that merch for about a year.
Well, that's on you. I don't. I have albums in there that I have had for a very long time.
Well, that's the thing. I don't got any of my own Ozzy merch.
Well,
I wanted something.
An opportunity to. Now, I do need to get Patient Number 9.
I had a chance to get it when he was alive, and I didn't.
Well, that's where don't wait. Do today. Carpe diem. Seize the day.
I was broke.
Well, it's like I said, the music
no
is still
money.
there. The music is still there.
That is true.
And that is the timelessness of music. That's better than a photograph.
The thing is, his style of music, it, like you said, it doesn't age.
No.
It is timeless.
Mm-hmm.
And it will live on.
Mm-hmm.
It'll fit into whatever decade.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, even if styles of music, they fade in, they fade out, and it's just, it's cyclical. We get that. But from what I have seen, there's a lot of the younger people that are embracing some of the older music because what's being presented to them is garbage.
Yes. Yes. A lot of us are realizing that. That's literally the shit. You want to talk? I found out who did that song in the City of Food. I found out who did it. And let me tell you, she is I got my theories.
Okay.
I got my theories. Because this person, nobody knows of her. Nobody. Except for her 83 followers on Spotify.
So they paid.
So in actuality, she's got about 11 listeners, huh?
Oh, God. And it's playing in the City of Food?
Yes, it is.
I would question that. I would find out. It's like, hey, who paid y'all to play this? I would.
I have theories. Like I said, I have theories that either she is related to somebody in the higher-ups.
That very well could be.
She paid somebody that she knew in the higher-ups.
So she local?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Because this is the City of Food radio. So this means it is playing in multiple locations.
Yeah, but the corporate is there in Abingdon. That's the hub.
Well, let me tell you something. Whoever picked her, I want to slap the shit out of him because that woman cannot sing or write.
Well, there was a phase on that too. It was the Sheryl Crow
Oh, this is new.
era.
This is new. Came out this year.
I know, but there's always been eras, even when people were like tone deaf, and I'm like, why are you on the radio? I think it was part of the demoralization thing.
The harmonizing or deharmonizing.
Yeah.
Disharmony.
Yeah.
Discord.
Yeah, very much so. But like I said, say prayer for Ozzy and his family and stuff like that, and hold up the light, or those who know. Let that flame, may that flame never go out.
Burn bright, man.
Yeah. Everybody is having the paranormal and the supernatural. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And if you like this video, comment, like, share, subscribe. Check us out on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Berlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Berlanda COCWS. Thank you all for joining us.
He got to live the dream.
He did. He
I'm
got
a
to live the
Sagittarius,
ultimate
I'm telling
dream.
you. And so Sages,
Because they golden children.
I think they are golden children. Anyhow, know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.